In this video is just a few more things about bullies and some more stuff about, the media and how they use fear to control you. First off, about bullies, I just want to say this. You do need to fight back. I don't care how tough it might be. You should learn how to defend yourself or something. I know there are repercussions. You could get hurt or it's just my opinion. I make no guarantees of what would happen, but generally you want to fight back and defend yourself. Verbally or physically. You need to. For several reasons. One, if you start young, letting people push you around, walk all over you, guess what? You're going to end up like a pathetic loser like me. Okay? That's always letting people push you around and everything. And it's harder to defend yourself and stand up for yourself when you're older, when you're so used to allowing people to walk all over you. Do not allow people to talk to you any way they choose. Do not allow people to treat you any way they want. Okay? Do not cry or get upset. Remember, everything they're saying to you is actually directed to them because they're pathetic little low lives that are meaningless. Now, I don't think because they are so pathetic they're going to fail in life. No, that's not going to happen. They're going to usually be very successful. I've seen it. They're going to be, military officers, professors, anything. You'd be shocked. A lot of them are going to succeed in life. But why should you fail in life because of them? You got to realize that what they say is meaningless to you. When you get older, it's not going to matter. I'm constantly reading what people taking their own lives. They drink a bottle of bleach, they survive that, and later on they hang themselves or some other thing, either for someone they love or whatever. Don't do that, okay? Because all you're doing is making them happy. They're not going to care if you take your own life. Do not do that. There's no reason to do that, especially when you're young. You still got your whole life ahead of you, okay? And you're always going to deal with jerks, on the road or whatever, wherever you're at. This is just how it's going to be. People aren't very pleasant. That's why you learn to defend yourself. That's why you stand up to yourself always. Because when you stand up to a freaking bully, who do you think these people are going to be more likely to mess with? A person who they know is going to stand up to them, or a person who they know is going to just allow them to walk all over them. Think about that. And I realize that a lot of females, they run the school systems now, so they don't really want you defending yourself. Don't worry about them. And of course, men too. Don't worry about them. You have to defend yourself. You have to learn to stand up for yourself. There are a lot of videos on YouTube that will teach you how to defend yourself, how to stand up for yourself. Not necessarily just physically, but verbally. There's a lot of ways to get out of the situation. Never let them see that you're upset. Never let them see that you cry. They'll tell you, tell them that they're hurting your feelings. You could do that. Nothing wrong with that. But most of them are not going to care. It ain't going to get any better because you just let them walk all over you. And I want to tell you something how it's going to be. Okay, later on, years later, you're going to get a job. You never stand up for yourself, so you're used to that. After a while, it gets ingrained into you. Guess what? Your fellow co-workers are going to walk all over you and treat you like crap too. Because if they see that you're going to tolerate their garbage, they're going to put their garbage on you. Do not ever allow people to run over you and talk to you any way they choose. Do not do that, okay? Never, ever. Now I'm going to switch gears into the next topic about the media. Don't allow the media to control your mind, okay? They use fear. That's what they're doing constantly. They'll show you white on black crime. They love to do that. They go crazy about it. But there's more black on white crime than white on black crime. There's more. If you're white, you're more likely to be attacked by a black person than if you're black to be attacked by a white person. They do this for a reason, because they want people to distrust each other. Because both sides, especially the racist folks, they see this, and they both, whites and blacks, see us as attacking on them. Really, it's just the media trying to get us fighting each other and arguing with each other. Why? Because these corporate people and these bankers want to make money. And yeah, the Zionist Jews. I'm not talking about all. No, please. No, not all Jews. Every group, like racist whites, racist blacks, well, Jews have their own little ethnic racist types too, okay? They're all the same. And they all want control. They all want us fighting each other. It's just easier. And please, for fun, go to racist websites, whether they're white or black. Go to YouTube channels of these racists. Do it. It is a hoot, because they will say the same lies, you know. Oh, the other race, they're stupid and inferior to us. They want our women. Their women are ugly. They sleep with animals. They do this. It's the same crap. Oh, they hate us more than we hate them. They talk bad about you behind your back. They just pretend to be your friends. I've worked around African Americans. Okay, they're nowhere near as bad as people try to make them out to be. Okay. And white people are not as bad as some of you African Americans think they are, okay? Do not listen to the media. Obama, Bush, all of them, they're all the same. Trump, Hillary, who cares about them? They cannot do what they promise you. Read the Constitution, okay? The media is just trying to get views. They're just trying to make money. That's all they care about. They don't care about us fighting each other. They do not care. Do not fall for their trap. Just ignore them. People need to learn to get along. I know that's not going to happen, but they need to learn to get along. And if you really want to see bullying, if you're white, go to an African American school. You'll see it real good. Sorry, but it's true. But either way, anyways, stand up for yourself. Don't trust anything. Don't just believe everything the media says, you know. They just want to turn us against each other. They want you to be afraid of the police and afraid of guns. They want you to, the Republicans, Democrats, all of them, please. This is why I tell you, read books, watch channels, and learn. Just try to learn about politics. Learn about what liberals and conservatives really believe, and Republicans and Democrats really believe. Don't listen to these politicians. These politicians all have an agenda, and that's to get reelected and make money. Those Republicans do not really care about the Bible. They pretend they do. You think that a lot of them really believe the garbage coming out of their mouth? You think the Democrats really care about the poor and the illegal immigrants? Of course not. Don't fall for this stuff, all right? Well, there's not a whole lot I can really say more, but mainly for those of you who are dealing with bullies, please do not take your own life. Do not do another foolish thing like shoot up a school or harm people in that way. Just defend yourself. Also, learn to defend yourself. Stand up for yourself. Do not let bullies treat you any way they choose. Do not ever let anyone. And if someone's yelling and screaming at you, what you can do to them is ask them to repeat what they just said. Just simply say, I didn't catch one word you just said. Can you just repeat that again? And keep doing it, because they're going to get upset. So you say, when you say that to them, they will get upset. So what you say, still, I didn't catch anything. You say, okay, now can you just repeat that in a normal fashion so I can understand you? And then you tell them, if they want to keep continuing, like, hey, you don't talk to me any way you choose. You talk to me like a normal person. Stop yelling and screaming. If they continue talking to you any way they want, you walk away. I don't care if it's on a job, with a coworker, or at school. Nobody has the right to talk to you any way they choose. Do not allow it, all right? Thanks. Do not end up like me, a pathetic loser. Thanks. Feel free to like and subscribe. Feel free to watch any of my other videos. Feel free to watch my other video about bullies. Thanks.